Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. The Split Mountain Ranch. Nice to have you back. We got Sunny here. We should feed her quick. That'll make her happy. Look at her running for that food. Yep. Alright, so I think last episode, it's been a minute. Has it been a minute? It has been I think it's been a minute. And we were plowing some fields. We expanded. Actually, let me put my let me put my fast shoes on here for a second. We plowed these fields. We this is a nice field. We my goodness. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm wordless. We have folks, like the precision farming thing. We have soil sampled. That's what I'm looking for. We have created some new soil samples because we slightly expanded. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know if it was this way or over this way. And then we have also slightly expanded this new field here. Well, it's not a new field, but this field here. And put down the lime. We got our lime spreader right here that we just finished up with. Yeah, we added this piece on the end for sure. And so we and I think the last time we had basically harvested anything that was ours. Yeah, so we have nothing left to harvest. And just as a reminder, like this is our sector of the map. Yeah, so yeah, so everything has been harvested. We had talked about like 17, 16. Where are we? Yeah, so 17. We had talked earlier about probably, we have the necessity of plowing basically everything for the sole purpose of getting our precision farming score to where it needs to be. And this is a one-time situation where it's almost required to get us where we need to be. And we have this nice John Deere chisel plow here, which is going to give us let's find out where we're at here. It's going to give us some significant width and productivity in plowing our fields. And I think like this one. So each time we've been plowing our new fields, we've been kind of looking at do we have the capacity to increase the size of the field? I almost feel like this is one of those situations where we could easily... No. Don't get me wrong. We have to cut a couple trees. But, like, I'm not opposed to that at all. Obviously. We can easily take this, probably, you know, I'm thinking at this point in time, taking a few of these to the firewood factory. And we can quickly grab the, auto load trailer. And if you remember from last episode, or maybe the one before that, we were looking at approximately 15 feet in length. And, like, don't get me wrong, we want as much length as we can get. But when we're going into the sawmill, or to the firewood factory, it's not that big of a deal. And I already said way back, we're not even remotely interested in grinding stumps. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So we are going to purely take these 15-ish foot length meters, 15 meters, because that's what our trailer holds. So that's going to give us, actually, I think some pretty good distance here. I think this tree over here, we go ahead and take this one down as well. Although I don't know that this one's going to make much of a difference in the size of our field. But we decided early on here that in this series that we want to make our fields pretty much as big as we can make them. And again, I'm just doing a crouch, which is, for me, is the alt key on my keyboard. And then I have the mod. Just look up a mod for measuring timber, measuring trees. And I think you'll easily find this mod. I think you'll easily find this mod. Nope, wrong button. To pick up the length of the trees as you're cutting them. Extremely beneficial. It enables you to basically, cut your trees on the spot to the size of the logs that your trailer fits. And we also talked before, and again, we're not changing philosophy here, but we also talked before about the fact that I'm not about to load logs by hand. So O, B, O, B. Okay. I feel like it's the opposite. Like, this is... No, it's not. It's me. It's just me. So... I should try to remember what we had for goals for this series. So as you can see, this trailer is 15 meters, and because of the mod that I have regarding the chainsaw, I can clearly make these logs 15 meters, and it just works out really good. And then I don't like this trailer. I'm turning on and turning off auto load because I don't auto load, if you have it running all the time, it will load logs like when it gets close enough, and then as you're moving, a lot of times it will like have them sticking out the back of a trailer. It's just not a good situation. So I think given the road we have back there, like I don't want to get rid of all of the trees, so given the road behind us and these wacky trees here, I think we're going to do this. We're going to do a, let's do, so we get a straight line. Set direction. Turn on. Y it up for create new field. And drive forward. So I think we'll do a fairly good increase in the size of this field. And just a reminder, I know you guys remember this already, but just a reminder, we need to plow these fields to get our tillage score up, and I might take I feel like I went off course here. A little bit. I might take some of these trees here as well. We have room in the trailer, and I think it would be cool to have maybe a goal of like so many cows, so many chickens in this episode, in this series. Give us something to shoot for. Like I would love to know what you guys think. So if you want me to create this series, we've already talked about the beef cattle, right? We put down the beef cattle production facility, right? You guys know that. And we have chickens already. So if you guys want, give me a number in the comment section of beef cattle and chickens that you want us to have on this farm, and then we will shoot towards that goal as a series goal for the farm. Like I would just really love for you guys to be involved in, like the decision making of the farm and what we're doing here. So if you want, I don't know, 1,000 chickens, 2,000 chickens. I don't want to say anymore. 3,000 chickens. If you all want chickens, or maybe you want, and you've got to be reasonable, right? Maybe you want 1,000 head of cattle. And my thoughts on the cattle would be that when they reach maximum value, maximum growth, right, we would take them to the processing facility, provided that it actually works. So yeah, so we could have a goal for this series to be a certain number of chickens, certain number of cattle, and we already have a goal for sure of obviously we got to pay off the loan, right? We got to pay off the loan. We're gonna have some nice some nice timber here for the firewood production facility. It seems so appropriate because I am in the state of Pennsylvania in real life, and man, the leaves are turning, the leaves are falling. I just spent 2 hours today. Took a day off. This is a Monday. Took a day off. Bought some ingredients to make some homemade vegetable soup. Right? If you don't live in the northern part of the United States, I don't know, you may not fully understand what it's like. But yeah, I'm gonna make some homemade vegetable soup. My wife made some chili over the weekend. It's like 50 degrees outside. A beautiful day for cleaning up leaves in the yard. I have bucks. I live in a gated community that I grew up on a farm. I live in a wooded, gated community. White-tailed deer everywhere. Too many, way too many white-tailed deer, honestly. They are in their rut season. They're in their breeding season. They are chasing the does like crazy. I had a white-tailed buck today in my front yard, pawing at the ground. He was a young buck, pawing at the ground like he was making a scrape, if you know what that means. And normally there's what's called a licking branch, right? So there's a branch that's above the scrape, and there are glands in the deer, and he rubs his glands in that branch above the scrape, and he paws at the ground, and then he goes to the bathroom over some glands that are in his back legs. This is all part of this is the natural process of the white-tailed deer, okay? I'm not making this up. To leave his scent for the willing female deer to know he's around. And it was like this dude, there's no branch above his head. He was like a young, I think he was like a young probably his first season as a breeding buck. And like I said, we're in a gated rural community, and there's been, until like the last 5 years probably, there's been no hunting available here. So these deer, these white-tailed deer have thrived for many, 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 many years. And they let me tell you, they can grow some bucks here. And this boy was he was an 8-point buck, and he was, you can tell the young ones because their antlers are not big and heavy, right? So they could have a lot of tines on their antlers. This is learning a little bit about. I ran over a stop sign. Learning a little bit about wolf here and the world he lives in. Yeah, we're definitely going to increase the size of this field. But yeah, this is learning about wolf and the world he lives in. So yeah, these bucks can get they can get a number of points on their rack. Without a bunch of size or heaviness or mass to the rack. So you can kind of tell the young bucks from the bigger bucks, you know, the older bucks, because you might have a 5.5-year-old, excuse me, you might have a 5.5-year-old buck that's an 8-point, or you might have a 1.5-year-old buck. His first rack, basically, to speak of, his first rack, and he's an 8-point. So that can definitely occur here where I live, and I think this was a young buck, and it was just cool to see him. Like, it's just, I love this time of year. It was so awesome to see him. Like I said, it was 50 degrees out, sweatshirt weather, the leaves are falling en masse. Like there's a lot of leaves falling. And he is running around like he's some stud, making his little scrapes, but doing it like a bozo, because he's not doing it like he's supposed to. Why are you not loading up properly? We're just going to take this back. He's not doing it like he's supposed to, because, you know, typically, like I said, they have a branch, and there's a gland that they have in their head, and they rub that gland on the branch, they lick the branch, they leave their scent all over freaking everything. And then the does, when they come in heat and they're ready to breed, they can smell all of that and everything. Well, he got about like half of it right. So I know he was a young guy, but it was cool to see the activity going on right before your eyes, that you know, like you kind of like read about it if you're an avid outdoorsman. You kind of read about that kind of stuff going on, or maybe you watch a YouTube video and you think, oh yeah, well that's pretty cool, but that really, like, I really never see that. I mean, come on. You know, it's a fake video. You know, some dude has paid tens of thousands of dollars to have some facility crap. Some must not be close enough. Some big hunting lodge or whatever pattern and track these deer so that they can come and record a video of them harvesting a deer. And it's like they're the almighty hunters, right? Well, are we full? Production. This is going to be all of our beef. We're not. Why won't this unload? So do I need to actually unload? Unload left? Show unloading position. Okay. I'm fine with that. And then Z? Like, oddly, I would have thought Alright, we're full. Like, dude, I gotta take this at least off the roof. Alright. Okay, no. Alright, we can't do this. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so our, forgive me. Our firewood shed, as we're calling it, is full. And if you guys aren't familiar with, and again, I'm kind of here in the northeast of the United States. We have a firewood. We have a very efficient firewood or fireplace in our home. So we burn. I work from home ever since COVID. My job is from home. My 9-to-5 day job. So we burn a fair amount of firewood. We really always have, to be honest. So we have a guy who I used to cut firewood by myself. Get rid of that. I used to cut firewood by myself and bring it home. I never owned a splitter, but I would rent a splitter. Where are we going here? A firewood splitter, and I would make my own firewood for the fireplace for the year. Yeah, don't do that anymore. Nope. Too old, too much work. But we do have a guy. Am I going to the right spot? I do not think I am. Where was I? It's like I'm lost here. I do have a guy that has a business of a firewood business, and he gets logs in like full-blown logs. Typically already partially dried. Like, why did that log? Oh, I bet I know. Like, I don't know why sometimes this, this log loader, this auto load, changes. Yeah, so like it's at 2 piles. I want 1 pile, and I want 15 meters. Like, I don't, it's almost like this auto load trailer changes itself or its settings to where it is gone from one pile, which basically means you could load this trailer. We're at 15 meters. You could load this trailer 2 stacks of, say, 7.5 meters. Versus 1 stack of 15-meter logs. So I like just to go with the longer logs. I feel like they pay better. There's a small log there. That is on the right side. And turn off auto load. Strap those in. Alright, we'll take these back over. We'll drop them. Obviously, we have way more wood than we need at the firewood shed. Kind of calling it that. Because I didn't really want to call stuff production facilities, because I really wasn't going to get into... I got to get that log off the roof. I really wasn't going to get into production, so to speak. So we have that. And... Z start unload. It'll drop those. Turn that off. We're just gonna pull ahead. We're gonna park. We're gonna go grab this log off the roof. Don't anybody look. Because how the heck am I? Okay, I got it. Yep. Drop that. Okay. Alright, good deal. Alright, so now we can continue, I believe. We still cutting the field? We are. No, we are not. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Create field. Son of a nutcracker. What is going on here? Allow create field. Okay, here we go. And we'll come down. Right about there-ish. Turn off allow create field so I don't screw something up. Raise up. We'll see if we can come around and make a decent kind of connection here. Up this way, and it doesn't have to be square. We can be natural, right? And we can come along here, and then we can come right up this direction, and I will square this off. From here up to the end. So I'm okay with that rounded section down there. That's fine. Goodness, we have so much to do in this map for this month. That's why I'm running at 0.5 times, like half regular time. And I think maybe we'll just try to round this off. Such as this. And see if we can end it at a decent spot, like right there. Why? Yep. I'm good with that. Totally good with that. That's gonna be a nice field. Okay, so then are we close to being? We are not, but that's fine. I'll catch this piece. I'm using GPS here. I'll let it run its course. I'll come back and I'll catch this strip. But we'll get the rest of the field done with our GPS settings as is. And then we'll come back and we'll do this one final strip here. Take a drink there. A little Michelob Ultra. My son bought this. This is lime and prickly pear. Not bad. Trying to keep carbs in check a little bit here. As much as possible. Oh, dang nabbit. I did that too soon. We'll fix that. See that spot back there? We'll be able to fix that up. This will be another decent sized field. We'll have to do our soil samples again. But we have a fairly large radius soil sampler. So I'm not really worried about that. That's not a big expense to us. Not a big deal. The important thing is we're gaining some real estate here with regard to size of farm fields. That's really the big important thing here. Not gonna drop it till I know I'm in the field. And then we'll have to lime this field as well. Once we get the soil samples back, we'll throw down some lime. I'm not exactly sure the condition of this field in terms of pH. I'm not worried about fertilizer, of course, because fertilizer will get cared for 100% correctly when we seed the field. It's one of the benefits of precision farming. And let's just do real quick. Let's fix our little mistake here. I don't know if you guys can hear or not. My husky. There's a log right there, actually. She is. My wife must have come home from work, because I can hear Maya going crazy. Okay. She gets so excited when somebody comes home. If you guys are familiar with huskies, or if you're not, they are very vocal. Like, they don't bark. Like, I've never heard the dog bark once. And she's over 2 years old now. She's our first husky. I will definitely buy a husky again. No doubt about it. Just a wonderful dog. She won't bark. Like, we have a Labrador Retriever, a black lab. Somebody walks by the house. A deer is in the yard. I got a lot of deer running around. A deer's in the yard. My husky, his name is Cody. He's 9 years old, 10 years old, 9 years old. He barks like a maniac. The husky, she's going on 3 years old. She just runs up beside him, stands beside him, and looks out the window. She will not bark. But if you are away, like, I work out of the home ever since COVID. My wife still works at her job place. She works for a elderly community, like a nursing home and continuing care community. So she has to work at the site. When she comes home every day, Maya, my husky, she goes crazy. She talks and talks and talks. She moans and groans and howls. But we could have somebody busting through the door, breaking into our house, and she wouldn't say a peep. Wouldn't say a peep. But she's the best. She's my bud. I have gone through an enormous amount of training with her. She is a canine good citizen. We had our breeder, which is a local person, had 2 litters at the same time, actually. So the one girl who got one of the puppies, when a local girl, when she got one of the puppies, and my wife and I got another puppy from her. We went through all of the obedience training and canine good citizen and fit dog and all of this kind of training with our dogs together. And the dogs kind of grew up for the first 8 weeks together. So it was a really cool experience to be able to do that with somebody. Number one, somebody that was an avid husky person. Like I said, this is our first husky, but somebody who was an avid husky person, has had huskies for many years, and then for our two dogs to basically kind of grow up together, in their formative months, formative weeks. That was pretty cool. Oh, not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And there's one more out here, I believe. Got my fast shoes on, as you guys remember. I could have taken this tree down as well, and I may I may still do that. Because that may be in the way of the harvester. Where is that other? There it is. That tree back there may be in the way of the harvester when we come around. So we may cut that one down as well. So as you guys remember, or don't remember, just as a reminder, we're going slow here, time-wise. Still 10 a.m. September. Let's pick that up, fold that up. Because we are on a mission to expand our fields and to plow all of our fields in an effort to get precision farming squared away, right? And to get the farm in shape properly for the first year on Split Mountain Ranch. So that's what we're about here. We have a lot to do, still a lot to do, and I don't even know if I can lay that out for you. First of all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 farm fields, right? And if we go back, we still have 3 that need plowing. However, we're going to plow everything. We have no crops in the ground except for sunflowers. And that is probably, those are not ready to harvest yet. We have we have 2 grass fields, and we'll run quick to 6. shut down there. Field number 6, I think, is straight across the way here. Jump the fence. And this is ready to be harvested. Field number 6. So we need to cut this grass. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, 4. So straight down away. Here's our sunflowers. Not ready yet, but they will be probably next month. I think we did throw down some fertilizer. And then this field probably take 2 months till this grass field is ready to harvest. And we'll have to decide whether we want hay or silage out of that. Now, if you remember, we're still waiting on the sheep. We have the sheep pen down. And it's over here. We have our chickens. Okay, we have 11 chickens. We got 10 chickens and a rooster. They still have plenty of food there. But we have held off on our sheep because we don't have any hay to feed them yet. And then the other thing is we've decided to put down the bunker. We're going to get some silage. So we're going to do some forage work in this map, which I don't do often, to be quite honest. So we're going to do some forage work in this map as well. And then we got well, we got a $5 million loan to pay off. So yeah, the work here is huge. It's huge. We do have pretty much, with the exception of the motors, which, let me take a look quick. Wrong menu. I don't think I bought the mowers. I'm switching between. So on the channel, we're running 3 series presently. Goldcrest Valley, Farming Simulator. This series, and then we're running Tribe Primitive Builder. Check that out if you guys haven't yet. Completely different kind of series. So I'm struggling to keep track of what's what here, but we have not bought the mowers yet. Yeah, that's a mower, but that's not really what we're looking for. That is interesting. Quite honestly. 9 meters. The crone, we've seen this before. We're not really seeing anything new showing up here because we've not really progressed time-wise. So what would mowers cost us if we just went ahead and bought what we wanted? And forage pack, but you've got to have a butterfly attachment to go with you. Got like no combinations. I mean, for the money, I just like these Kubota mowers, to be quite honest. Um, I was thinking about this before. Do we even need... That's 20 grand. Like, do we even need that? I mean, that would be beneficial for silage making, but we have this windrower that goes in front as we bale. And if we're going to make hay, we don't windrow that with the mower anyway. I seriously feel like that is a non-issue for us. I just think it is. I think we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead, guys, and we're going to buy this. And I'm going to leave it. 13 is plenty fast. That's fast. We're going to keep it traditional Kubota, even though we're running, you know, some New Holland and some Massey stuff on the map. We're going to just keep it. Yep. We're going to buy that. And we're going to buy the front. As is. We're going to buy that. Yep. Yep. So we've got, yeah, we've got pretty much everything we need then, at this point in time, for the farm. So we will continue next episode with, we got to cut this grass and harvest it, probably make hay at this point in time so that we can feed our sheep some hay. I will put something down that I don't know if you guys are familiar with this or not. I will throw this down. It's in the construction menu just for a little bit of help. And I think I can throw it off to the left here. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. Or do I not have it activated? Yeah, I think I do. I should. Where is it? I have it on Goldcrest. Should have it here as well. It's gonna make me a freaking liar. Seriously? I just not in... Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. Supplemental water tank. Okay, that... I can't put it there. I can put it here, though. So... we'll plop it here. This should give us an additional... Like, where do I want... Where do I really want it? I wish I could put it... Can't put it inside. Okay, I can put it over here. Alright. This will give us an additional 10,000 liters of water. Keep it out of the way. We'll fill that up. That'll give us an additional 10,000 liters of water for our sheep. So then once we get the sheep and we put the water in, which I don't know if I have a water tanker yet. Did we buy a water tanker? Do you guys remember? I don't think we bought a water tanker yet. Let's look at animal. 8,000. 7,300. 30,000. I think I should just buy this one from Stevie. Yeah. I don't know if the colors mean anything. This design color, I don't even know that it... We'll buy that as well. And so that'll give us... I'm not sure what the capacity is here. 10,000, which is that, and whatever this holds generically for our sheep. And we will, as soon as we get this hay cut and made into, or this grass cut and made into hay, we'll be able to bring in some sheep. We'll get that squared away too. Alright, so that's going to do it today. I think we fed Sunny already. We got the old chickens. Not doing much of anything. Why is that? Well, because we haven't passed any time yet. Still trying to get the farm squared away. So we will get that taken care of. Try to get everything done. Like I'm making field sizes change. I'm changing field sizes. I'm getting the fields squared away and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like I want you guys to be a part of that process. So I'm going to continue to plug along and get all of that done, and then we'll be able to move forward for the upcoming ones. So stay tuned. Do me a favor, give me a like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube-y stuff. And we will be back here on Split Mountain Ranch, continuing on with our farm in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.